Welcome to East Texas. It's time to go fishing. I got a little bit of time right now in a day that's gloomy and kind of weird at the beginning of March, and we're getting ready to have what they call a weather incident, which means possibility of hail and tornadoes and weird stuff. That is spring in Texas, so that's the way it goes here. But I am about to do something that a lot of people have told me they want to do, but just haven't taken the time to do it, and I'm going to do it. I am going to a place where you have to pay to go onto a ranch and fish. Now, I have seen this particular place do some advertising around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I've seen many anglers on Facebook asking if it's worth it to drive to this place and pay to get in and fish, as the pictures that they advertise with shows some big old bass getting caught out of there and some nice sized crappie, and they make it seem like if you pay, you go in, you're just going to smoke some big old bass, 5+ pounders, yada yada yada. Now, what I want to do is go fish it and see if the outcome of the fishing there lives up to the hype of their advertising. So that is what we're going to do today. So if I'm fishing at ponds and parks that are free, and I'm fishing at neighborhood HOA ponds that are free, and I'm getting good fish out of them, then what I want to do is see, is it worth it to pay? I'm going to let you know, full disclosure, I have fished this place at least 4 times before. I'm not going to let you know right now if it was outstanding, if it was terrible, or if it was just mediocre. But so far for me, it's been one of those things. And I'm going to go back now. We're going to fish it, and I'm going to show you the outcome. Let's go fishing. Let's have some fun. Let's see what happens.
Set the hook.
Fish on, fish on.
Bass love wood.
Oh my god.
Bass love rock.
Nice. Whoa, give me that rebound. Holy cow, you guys.
Fishing. Keep fishing. Keep fishing.
Fishing.
We're here. So normally when I've been here in the past, you can drive across through here, across the little bridge right here, and park on the other side. Unfortunately, they had a washout from a storm recently, and I'm gonna have to walk all the way across, but that's fine. Just like that, scanned the QR code, paid $10, and now we're walking in. I actually got a chance for the first time. I met a real nice gentleman named Harlan. I'm assuming he's the owner. And he told me about another pond over here that we're allowed to fish that I didn't even know existed or that I could fish. I'm going to throw around the spinnerbait. It's got a little bit of breeze, some chop on the water. I'm gonna chuck this around real quick. And then my go-to here when I fished here before, right here in this area, has just been a weightless worm, like along these edges right here. But man, it is looking like a bit of a spinnerbait action. That's what this looks like. Now there is another side over here, but man, if I get something over here, I'm gonna have to pull him up this little drop off right here. So of course I'm gonna go for it. This water looks muddy. Let's get on to something a little slower. Have that Yum Dinger on there, bubblegum yellow swirl. I have it rigged weedless from the last pond I was at. I'm just going to leave it that way because there is a lot of cattails, also lily pads and stuff like that around. I mean, the pads aren't here, but definitely the stalks for the lily pads are here. And there's a lot of grass down there, so I might, if I don't get any hits on this weedless, I might actually change it over and make the adjustment and put it on wacky. Okay, I think I should just chuck this out here and let it float. I'm gonna tie on a buzzbait while this is just out here floating around. I was about to tie on a buzzbait, but I have a frog on here, so I'm gonna throw it just a couple times right here. Just see if anybody's interested in hitting a frog. All right, let's put that buzzbait on. All right, really quick before I move on to the next spot, I'm just going to throw the buzzbait where I ran a couple of things through. I doubt I'm going to get anything because I've already run a spinner bait through here and a weightless worm and nothing, but I'm going to go ahead and throw topwater just for fun. All right, we're going to walk all the way around that corner down there and around the corner and to a spot where I've caught the most fish I've caught here. All right, I made the walk around to the other side of the bigger pond that was on the one side of the bridge, the dam. This is where I've caught most of the fish when I've fished here. Drop shot, weightless worm. We could get on some topwater here. Who knows? This could be a topwater area. There's a little inlet that runs in right here. There's also a duck blind right here, which hasn't been here before, so they've been doing some duck hunting out here. And chatterbait. Chatterbait has worked well here too. So this is where we're going to get at it right now next to the duck blind. I'm going to jump right on with the Booyah buzzbait with the clacker on it. Get right on that just to see if there is a chance over here that we could get some topwater action. I have to walk down in this mud a little bit. Good thing I put on some boots. Saw a little boil over here in the water. Don't know what that is, but could be a sign that we're near fish. Hopefully it's a sign that we're near fish. All right, I'm feeling like I might want to try this Thunder Cricket out. I got a white Thunder Cricket tied on. Oh, wow. I just watched a fish go zipping by me really fast, right in front of me. It was a small fish, like it was running from something, like a bluegill or a sunfish. And he was hightailing it like he got chased by something. That was crazy. All right, before I get on that Texas rig, I think I'm going to just throw around the weightless worm again. Just put it out there a few times. Problem with the weightless worm is it's not really a preferred method for me for catching fish. The wacky worm last year in 2024 was a monster for me. It just caught so many bass in all different sizes. So it's hard for me not to throw this, just to take a look and see if fish are around and willing to bite it. It's gonna be a great time to catch fish right now because you can catch some fatties that have gotten fat over the winter, getting ready for this spawn. But then you can also have days like this where you just don't know. Are they in between? Not in shallow water, not in deep water? Are they all the way up by the bank, clearing out beds? Are they out in deep water still? They're not quite ready to come up here for beds. I mean, this can be a weird, awkward time. And how are they going to feed right now? Are they going to chase stuff, or are they just going to take easy meals like a weightless worm? So far I have no answers because I haven't caught one fish here today. It has been pretty quiet. I might actually, after seeing that, what looked like a bluegill comes. Oh wait, I'm getting bit. I'm getting bit. There's one. There's one. Got him. He was right on the shore. So this might have been one of those ones clearing. Oh no, I broke him off. I broke him off. I don't know where he went. Is he still in that? I can. Yeah, he's in there. He was right here up against the cattails. That was my first fish today. So he just got to find his way out of all this stuff. He's swimming around right here. I don't know if you can see him moving around. He's trying to find his way back in. Well, apparently I missed that hook set. I thought I had him. But when I yanked him up over that cattail, he just came right off the hook. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a Texas rig. So I'm wondering, I let that thing dead stick for a minute. I'm wondering if that weightless worm just had enough time to finally fall all the way and just lay down on the bottom. And that's when that guy hit it. That's what it kind of seemed like to me. So, seems like it might be a good idea to just throw this out there, let it fall to the bottom, and see if anybody picks it up. But I'm going to throw the lipless. I put on a black and blue real quick. Just after seeing that small bait fish scurry out of here like he was being chased. Oh, yep, we got one. Yeah, oh, he's big. He's big. He is pulling drag. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I got a catfish or if that is a bass, but it is a tank if it's a bass. No joke. Yeah, this is a very big fish. He is big. Big. Either that or it's a freaking snapping turtle. Well, there's something right here. Oh, I might have foul hooked him. That's why. Yep, he foul hooked. That's why he feels huge. I think I foul hooked a catfish. Yep, foul hooked me a catfish. Wow. I had a moment there. I thought I was catching double-digit bass. Well, we got something. I guess that's better than nothing. Not a big fan of catching catfish, but look at that fatty. Look at that fatty. All right, buddy, I got to get this out of your tail. Don't hook me. Oh, of course, I left my pliers down there. Shoot. I took them out of my pocket. Yikes. I know you're going to do it. And you've got your own barbs all over you. I gotta get my pliers. Man, oh man, I was so excited for a second. I thought I had a possibility of a like 6-pounder or something, possibly a PB, because he started stripping drag, and man, it was that was a lot of weight. But turns out he was just foul hooked. I mean, that's a fat catfish, but ain't gonna break no records. It's probably about it was maybe a 5-pound catfish, something like that. All right, buddy. Oh yeah, you're ready to spawn. Look at that. Look at that gut on that thing. All right, make me. Oh yeah, look at that gut. Don't spine me. There we go. Oh, not what we're looking for, but it was fun for a minute there. I was trying to stay calm and not get carried away and start screaming that I have a giant and it's going to be my PB. I mean, I did say this is a big fish. This fish is really big. I might have even used the word giant, but that's where the foul hook came in. If you have never foul hooked a fish before, it doesn't even matter what kind of fish. If you've never foul hooked one in the tail, in the middle of its body, You know, you could be on a 1 pound fish and it will feel 5 times that size. I'll move down a little bit, get off of that end over there where there's obviously a lot of grass. See if there's some open water out here, a little bit deeper open water. See if there's anybody down in there that wants to come up and hit a lipless crankbait. I might be wrong about the open water. It feels like there's grass all right here too. I'm gonna have to yo-yo this thing. All right, I'm back in my van about to head home. The results for paying $10 to go fishing at a pond, the results should be it's not worth it with my experience. I have been skunked here more times than I've caught fish, and when I have caught fish, it's been nothing great. And I have only caught a handful at a time. Never been on a good bite here. I've probably fished here now 5 or 6 times. But I thought I was just going to make this video and end it here, but I'm not. Something in my gut tells me to keep coming and trying this place, so I think I'm going to give it another chance. We're going to do it again sometime soon. I'm going to put this video on ice for a little bit, and then we'll come back here and we'll try it again when the weather gets a little bit better, and then maybe another time when it gets a little bit better. This could be one of those places that lights up at the right time of year, so I'm gonna give them a fair chance. I don't want to make a video, throw this place under the bus, and make it look like it's not a good deal to pay $10 to fish here. As I sit right now, no, it's not a good deal to pay $10 to fish here, but it's somebody's private property. I get it. We should pay him. I'm assuming the gentleman Harlan I talked to is the owner. We should pay him for access. I mean, it's a beautiful place. He's got a beautiful ranch here. We are going to come back. We're going to fish it again, and maybe at least 2 more times in some different months. Maybe I'll come back in April, maybe again in May, and we'll try it a month apart for 3 times and see what happens. And then I will post a video and give you my absolute review on this place. But so far, I have fished it in the fall and caught some fish here and there and done all right. And also gotten skunked in the fall a couple times, come back in the winter, been skunked and caught a couple of fish. It's just been real erratic. It's really crazy. This place looks like it's so fishy, but I don't know. Maybe, just maybe I suck at bass fishing. That could be it. All right, we're gonna click off, and then it's gonna go right into me talking again about how I'm here again. It is now April. It is now a little over a month since I fished this private pond that is paid to fish. And I told y'all after I fished there in March that I would return a month later in April, and then we're going to return a month after that in May. And we're going to compare the results so that way we can see, is it worth it to pay to fish at this pond? Because and since I fished there in March, I've had a couple other people ask me if I fished this place, and they raved about it, said how amazing it is, and I had to tell them about my previous experiences and compare notes, which I told you I wasn't going to get into my previous experience until I fished 3 months in a row, because I just want to make sure that we don't go there and fish once and have a day when the bite is bad and then just blast this place and say that it's no good. And I gotta let you know, after that, fishing was hit or miss because it was March, but once we got to April and just recently, the fishing has been fantastic. I mean, even on days when it's bluebird skies and the sun's shining and things seem slow, I'm still catching good fish. So yeah, this should be a real test today, because I just fished over the weekend, Friday and Saturday. It's now Monday, and on Friday and Saturday I didn't catch a ton of fish, but I did catch at least about 10 fish between the 2 days I fished, and I caught one that was well over 5 pounds, so probably closer to 6. So we're gonna get in here, we're gonna pay, we're gonna get in, gonna fish about 2 hours and just see how it goes. I just was tying everything up in the back of the van right there. We're gonna go down around this corner here, but I got to take a couple chucks in this pond before I just run over to that corner. I got the Yozuri lipless tied on there, so we're gonna take a couple chucks with that bad boy. I just want to see if this pond has anybody swimming around out here that might want to smack a lipless really quick. They got pretty much everything out here. There's largemouth bass, there's catfish, there's bluegill and crappie. There's like some sort of photo shoot going on here, so there's people walking around in nice clothes with a photographer taking photos. I don't know what they're taking photos for, but yeah, there's a little photo shoot going on. So this should be interesting working around them, because they're like getting on the edges of the pond and taking photos, and I don't want to get in their pictures. So I want to respect what they're doing. At the same time, I do want to catch some fish, so should be interesting. Nothing there. All right, it's time to move on. Let's go around the corner and fish where we wanted to fish originally. So I'm walking all the way down here. My van was right back there. Coming down around the corner, I already had one of these. They're like senior photos they're all taking. And I had one of them ask me if they can do a thing with the guys and pose and use my fishing rods. I told them yes, I would. I hope this turns out to be a really cool thing and not to be a pain in the butt. So we'll see what happens. Walking down, I don't know where they're at. They were over here somewhere. Probably in the corner where I want to go fish. Well, that would be my luck, but I'll figure it out. All right, here we are. We're rolling up on the spot in this corner over here by the old duck blind. I got the frog, and I got the mega plopper tied on, the huge plopper. So I'm going to be throwing that around over here. They're doing photos up by a tree up there, so hopefully I'm not in their way. But this is where I'm going to be at. I'm going to grab the mega plopper first, even though I have had no luck so far with ploppers. I've had some buzzbait, some frog stuff, but haven't had any plopper fish yet. And I'm going to go right for the big one. Also, the reason I like this one is it's so heavy I can get it pretty far across over here. So that's always a good thing. Yeah. I actually yanked back on it when it was hitting the water to try and keep it from going under the water. I think I'm going to throw the shaky head. I got the shaky head with a Zoom speed worm on there. We were fishing at the pond Saturday. I was fishing with my wife, and she caught like 5 or 6. She caught some good ones using the shaky head with a speed worm on it. So I'm going to replicate that bite. See if they want to hit that out here today. Yeah, I'm feeling like I really need to throw that spinner bait. I don't know if I can throw it right here. It might be too shallow with grass, but I'm going to throw it and just try. And then I'm probably going to walk down a little bit to my right and try and throw it around down there. I did manage to catch me one spinnerbait fish on Saturday when I was out fishing at a private pond. Of course, close to shore. I threw it in deeper water, swam it all the way in, and right as it got to the grass line, my biggest fish of the day, probably somewhere around a 6-pounder, came up and smoked that thing. It was a nice fish. I should have filmed that. I might have caught it on the other camera. No, I didn't. But yeah, that was really cool. So these are some students from Malakoff, Texas. These are like the top 10 students at the high school, and they're getting a photo shoot done. So very cool, super nice guys, and gave them 5 of my fishing rods to hold on to. They did some fake casting and did some photos of it, so it looked like they were casting out and fishing. So glad I could help out. Let's walk over here and see if there's any beds over here. I'm curious to see if there's any. There's a little bit of vegetation in a corner right here. This could be a spot. There's like some protected areas where some fish could set up shop. So this all looks like it was probably, it's cleared out dirt right here in the vegetation. There was probably multiple fish at one point using this as a bed. Multiple beds probably. I'm gonna come around this spot over here. Just throw around this little island over here. There's a little island of grass with the weightless worm. See if anybody wants to grab it. And then we're gonna pick up a moving bait. Kind of right up against this bush. Oh. That's close. I overshot it, but I managed to hop it back over that branch that was right there. This all seems very sneaky right here. It's pretty sketchy. Oh, Jesus, keep me safe. I don't know if the other camera can see me if I'm over here, but yeah, there is a little spot right here. This is a dangerous little cast right here. There we go. That's the spot. I can literally see that yum dinger. It's so bright. Oh, there's a snake. Can y'all see that on camera? There's a snaky snake. He's in the water, right in the cattails. That looks like just a water snake. That's probably non-venomous. That doesn't mean I like him. But most of the snakes, even the venomous ones, I am kind of the attitude, if you leave me alone, I will leave you alone. We don't need to have a showdown. I don't need to try to kill you. You don't need to try to kill me. Let's just be, we don't need to be friends. Let's just stay in our own zones. You stay away from me, I stay away from you. That is how I treat snakes out here in Texas. Here we go, old school method, drop shot. Time to put the drop shot on the case. Just kind of throw that. Where I got that hit earlier on the weightless worm, I'm going to put the drop shot right in there. Oh, yep, there he is. There he is. He's got it. Got him. Oh, he let go. Missed him. I'm going to just lightly put it out in front of these little scum mats that are out here that are forming. Oh, there we're getting bit. Got him. I got that one. That's a good one. That's a good fish. Oh, that's huge. Oh, I lost him. Did you guys see that? I'm not kidding you. That was probably about an 8-pound fish. It could have been even bigger. It was so fat, and it was pull and drag like a freight train. That was a huge fish. Oh, that's huge. I saw how big it was. It came all the way to the surface and spit this thing. Wow, it was it was enormous. I can't say it enough. It was absolutely enormous. I hook set him too. I had him. He ain't gonna bite again. He felt that hook. That fish it's over with. I don't get another shot at that thing. They have said there's absolute tanks in this place. That's what I've been told, and I hadn't seen the evidence of it so far. That, boys and girls, is the first time that I have seen an absolute tank in this place. That was a huge fish. Only fish I felt that pull harder than that, what I just felt, was I've locked into a gar one time. That was the hardest I've ever felt. I've caught stripers before and catfish. That was that kind of tug. That was unreal. There's another bite. If it's the same fish, it could be on a bed. There we go. I don't think that's the same one. Nope, it's not. I'm actually able to reel on this one. Okay, up and through. We'll take it though. We finally figured something out. Drop shot is doing what the drop shot does. There we go. There's a little guy. Now that could be a bed because that fish hit it right where the other one hit it. This might be the male, and I might have lost the big old female. That might be the way that went right there. So I'm not going to sit and cry over spilled milk. We're going to unhook this guy and send him back. Good news is we're catching fish. I like catching fish. That's what I like. I'll even take small ones. I like little guys like that. There you go. Fish number 1. Took a long time, but we got him. Thank you, Jesus. Whew. Okay. Drop shot. Drop shot. All right, let's clean this up. Get the point hidden back in there. I think he's still got another fish in him. It's a little banged up, but all right, I'm not going to throw in the same spot again. I'm going to move a little bit to my right, throw over here. Oh, there's a fish right in front of me. Just came right up to the surface. Oh, he's got it. Pulled it right out of there. I saw this little booger swim by. Thank you, Jesus. See how this worm is looking. See if it can handle another fish catch or not, or if I'm gonna need to put another one on here. I think we can do it. I think it's got it in here. It's funny, for like half the price of other soft plastic, the Zooms hold up better than some of them. All right, let's throw it right here. There's one. Somebody's hitting it. He's on it. Got him. Here we go, through the cattails. 12-pound test. Oh boy. There it is. Number 2. About the same size as the other. Well, a little bit bigger, but still about the same size. Nothing to brag about. There's number 2 right there. Another little guy on the drop shot. It's about the same size as the other one. They're like dead ringers. Caught his twin brother. All right, buddy. Thank you, Jesus. Let's go back to the left a little bit, away from the cattails. A little bit more towards this little island right here. Oh, I'm getting hit right now. Getting hit. Do you have it? No. I don't understand. They'll hit it and then drop it. Wow. It's 2 in a row where they've hit it and then just let go of it. Oh, wait, get hit. I got hit. Is he on there? No, he's gone. Hold on. Yep, he's on there. Got him. Oh, no. Same thing, that hook didn't pop out. But it was a very weak hook set. That was my bad. I thought he wasn't on there, so I just gave it a little pop. I really didn't try to hook set that thing hard. I just kind of gave it a quick little tug just to see if he was there, and sure enough he was. So I missed him. There's one right in front of me. He's right in front of me, and of course I'm tangled up. Of course. Okay, I'm trying to keep my eye on him so I can see him. He's right there. Okay. I didn't spook him. He's still there. He sees it. He went for it. But he didn't grab it. He swam at it. He darted towards it and then stopped. Well, that stinks. He wasn't very big, but he was a fish. I'm gonna cast over the island, which is dangerous. We're gonna do it though. See if anybody's over here, because this is a spot I can't get to any other way that I know of. If I throw it right here, put it right on the other side of this little island. There we go. Interesting placement right here. Oh, I got hit. He's got it. Oh, he let go. I missed him. Right back at him. Same place. That was a nice hit. Might have just had hold of the worm and not the hook. There we go. There we go. It's got that. Same thing. I felt it just slide right out of his mouth. I don't know if the hook point is not popping out, or if he's just grabbing. It might be a small fish that is only grabbing onto the worm. That's what I can't figure out, and I twisted my line around myself right now. There we go. It was over my head, behind my back. And now I gotta get it out of these bushes. Oh man, it's got to be the same fish, and I'm gonna now spend a half an hour trying to catch this one fish because he's gonna keep biting it. Knowing me, it's probably just a bluegill. But he's swimming with it. If it's a bluegill, it's an aggressive one, because this fish is hitting it. He'll bop, 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 and then he'll boom. He'll check it out, then he'll pick it up, and he's swimming with it. He's swimming. Oh, he took my worm that time. I am going to put on the old trusty Googan Dragon Drop. Totally different color, but there's dragonflies present. A lot of the dragonflies have this dark colorization on them that looks similar to this brown gill color. See if the Dragon Drop can do some damage right now and get some. Oh, wait, there we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, I thought I had him for sure. I thought that was the one. Same exact outcome. Pulled it right out of his mouth again. And this one is really stuck back here. Oh, yay. Where is it? It's down in here somewhere. There it is. This fish is going to drive me insane. Oh, I lost my weight. That is a problem. That is a big problem. We don't have any more weights with us. Guess what? Either I got to walk all the way back to my backpack, get a weight, come back, or I can cut this off and try throwing it weightless and just see if they will grab it weightless. I'm going to go for weightless. I don't know how far I can get with it. I don't know if I can get, I definitely am not going to get the same distance I was getting with the weight on there, with the drop shot weight. But this might be a better representation of the dragonfly because it'll hit and slowly sink. Oh, there we go, get hit. Got him that time. I got him. Man, that's probably the same fish that's been getting it. Oh no, he went underneath that stuff. Hold on. I'm gonna let him out. I'm gonna let him swim his way out. I don't know how good that hook set is. There he goes. He's going out. He's going out. He's going out. Let's go. There he goes. That P-line, baby. That's P-line right there. 12-pound P-line. Got that thing on a spinning rod. Dragged him through it. Heck yeah. That's a better fish too. He ain't a monster, but yeah. We'll take that. Look at that guy. Number 3. Thank you, girl. On the wait list. Thank you, Jesus. Last thing I'm going to do in a few minutes here is I'm going to be back on that spot where I lost that big one. I'm just going to throw on top of that, throw weightless, and throw it drop shot, see if we get anything. But we got a little bit more to do right here. I'm going to try a couple more spots. I never even felt him hit. I'm just swimming with it. Felt some weight on there, and then I saw my line. Got 4 of them. All right, back in my van, got all my rods hung up, got all my stuff put back in my backpack, ready to take off. I cannot wait to fish this place again in May. Not because it's great, because I have no idea what is going to happen. This place is such a mystery. I don't know what to think. I don't know if it's great or if it's terrible or if it's just okay. I don't even know. March, that fishing trip here wasn't good, so that is what it is. But then today, I got 4 fish. I mean, that's not bad. I fished about 2.5 hours. That's not bad. 2 hours, something like that. And I locked into a giant, a certified, not certified, there's always certify it. Like, here's that footage again. You can see that thing. Look at how big that is. Ah, that thing is so big. But you know what? I don't even know if it shows up on camera. But to my naked eye, that fish was enormous. The girth on it, I saw its head, I saw its whole mouth, I saw its gills open up wide, I could see its body around, like at its shoulders. You know, it's a fish story at this point. It really is. It's me telling you a fish story. So take it with a grain of salt, whatever. You believe what you want to believe. I'm looking at that with my eyeballs, what I saw and what I felt. I don't know if that showed up on camera, but that fish was pulling my rod hard. He was pulling my drag. He was stripping a little bit of drag off. That fish was heavy, really heavy. I felt it, saw it. I'm guessing that fish was probably about 7 to 8, maybe 9 pounds. It was somewhere in that 7 to 9 range. I have only caught 1 fish in that range before. And that is what it felt like. And I caught it on that same exact rod and reel setup. So with that on a weightless worm. So I know what it feels like on that spinning rod. That was a big 7 to 9 pound fish. Enough about that. We'll be back in May. Probably when I say goodbye, it'll come right back on. It'll be me again. Yay! And we'll talk about fishing here in May. And we'll get after it and see what happens. I'm excited to see if this place is worth paying $10 or not. Well, here we are. Our 3rd and final installment of Should I Pay to Go Bass Fishing? This is my 3rd trip to this same pay to fish place. I've come to 2 months in a row. This will be the 3rd month. We started in March. Fished it, came back in April, fished it, and now we are back. It is May 16th now, and we're here to fish again. What I did today, I have to let you know, is a little different. I went on the satellite view of this ranch, and there's a pond on one side. I haven't even fished yet. I kind of found the dirt road on the satellite view and came over here because if you've watched this video up to this point, you've seen the fishing has not been that great at this pond yet. I fished the other 2 ponds and haven't caught but maybe a few fish. They haven't been that great. I pulled up, I paid my $10. There's 3 other people fishing the ponds I fished before. I came around this back way to this other pond. I don't see how it could be much worse than what I've already experienced because I really haven't caught a whole lot for the 20 bucks I've paid for the last 2 trips. But now we're in May. This is fishing time now. So this is gonna make or break this assessment of this pay to fish place. So I don't want to delay it anymore. I'm looking at this water. It looks awesome. I need to get a couple things tied on and get out here and get to fishing. So I'm parked right here on the other side of the fence. Walk through that gate right there, that gate right there. It's an old saying in the country, if you find a gate closed, make sure you close it behind you. If you find a gate open, leave it open. Somebody closed it for a reason, or somebody left it open for a reason. That one was closed, I closed it. This one was open, I left it open. Look at, I got some fishing companions today. They got all the goats out here to work on this grass, which is good. Man, lily pads. We're definitely gonna be tying on a frog. Look at all that, so froggy right here. So yeah, we're gonna fish with my new friends, the goats. And hopefully we can lock into some big bass. There's so many lily pads, looks like a whole lot of topwater action. Right now I don't have a frog tied on, but it will get tied on. And I do have a buzz bait, so that buzz bait's definitely gonna get thrown around. But right now, for some reason, I'm excited because I tied on a white thunder cricket, which is my all-time favorite as far as a chatterbait goes. And I tied on, I still have tied on a jerkbait. So for some reason, those two things, it got me feeling like I could get something. So I'm gonna probably throw the jerkbait first and then switch over to the thunder cricket and then get on that buzz bait. So let's do it. Actually have this jerkbait tied onto a spinning rod. Just makes a quick work with this right around here, just see if anything's wanting to hit it. Do have to make a note that there are power lines that run over the top of this pond. As you can see, there's some frogs, soft plastic worms, some different lures. There's a bunch of lures and stuff hanging from the power line going over to that cabin across the pond. So make sure I'm not stupid and be one of the people who sticks my setup on a power line. Here we go, buzz bait in hand. Let's see if we can keep our streak alive on the buzz bait smashing fish for me. There's some sort of branch or log or something right there. And now I'm up on the dam that separates the ponds. Over there is the ponds that I fished before, and there's some people over there fishing on that side. And then right here is the one that I'm fishing today that I've never fished before. So here we go again. I'm feeling good today. Yep, there it is. I was just about to say I'm feeling good. There's one right there. I'm feeling good today. Yep. There we go. All right, there's fish number one right there. Man, I tend to catch all the fish right now lately. I've been catching her like this size, like a 13 to 14 inch fish. I need to step up my game and figure out how to get me some 20-inch bass. We'll take it though. Not angry, we got one. All right, right now I've paid $10 to catch one fish. I catch a second fish and I'm at $5 a fish, so thank you, Jesus. That's how I'm gonna do the math today. We're gonna break it down by the fact that I paid $10. We're gonna see the cost per fish right now. We just got started. Buzzbait got us one. So we're at $10 for a fish. All right.
Come and get it!
Took off the plopper, put on that cotton cordell lipless and bluegill color. That's what I had in my little snack pack with me. Even though I'm not sure how well that's going to work here because there is a whole lot of grass out there, so there's a chance that this might not do anything. There's a chance that I could rip it through the grass and they could get excited. I don't know. So far nothing else has worked, so might as well give it a try. Doesn't hurt to try. Just got to remember I'm back on this side. There's power lines above my head. Power lines above my head. It's only gonna, I'm not gonna throw this lipless very much over here. I'm not really feeling the vibe, but oh, I just got hit. I just got hit. No. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Had a nice little boom boom. Yeah, I ask this question all the time. Probably won't be able to find the answer until I'm face to face with Jesus. I have to ask him. I've got 2 treble hooks on a lipless crankbait. How does a fish come up and bump that without getting caught? There we go, got him. Okay, maybe we can do some lipless action out here. I don't know if that's the same fish or not, but it's right around the same area. There we go. Now we're at $5 a fish. All right, you got it on the lipless. Another little guy though. Another little guy. Okay, there we go. All right, you're good, you're good. All right, there's that little guy right there. Little lipless guy. Thank you, Jesus. I'm not gonna get excited because I got excited when I caught him on the buzzbait and then I got nothing else. So hopefully we get on a lipless run right now. I am starting to see some movement out here, so. All right, even though we got one on the lipless, I'm still not feeling super confident. Shaky head. So I feel like it's got to get its turn eventually and get some fish. So I'm gonna try getting them off the bottom right now because this is gonna sink all the way down in there, and we'll see if it gets down in that grass and picks up some fish. I don't know. Got that weightless worm on there, have it weedless. I think that's actually the brim color is what that's called by Yum. It's a Yum Dinger. But I think if I'm gonna catch any, I might need to throw around these lily pads right here in close. Last hurrah before I take off. Put on a black pad crasher by Booyah on there, one of my favorites right there. And throw this, see if we can get us some frogfish along these edges. Let's just go to this pad field over here. I don't know how much longer I can stay. I'm sweating profusely in this humidity. The question is, how deep into the pad field are they? Are they all the way back there by those fence posts, or are they out here towards the edge? That's what we need to figure out. Tracy got a big pad field. Do you think that this would be where bass would be smoking a frog, and we're getting nothing? Well, that went completely wrong. Oh no! Well, I'm about to lose that pad crasher. Yep, it is stuck on there. Wow. This is what 50-pound braid does. I'm moving an entire log. There it goes. It took long enough. I was waiting for it to break. So there you have it. 3 months of back-to-back-to-back fishing at this pay-to-fish pond. Am I here to trash it and say that it's terrible and it's not worth paying for? No. Am I here to say it's amazing and everybody should go and pay to fish? No. I know y'all just watched the evidence and it's on video, but I still feel like it's totally inconclusive. I am sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry if I feel like I'm flip-flopping and I haven't given you a definitive answer. But here's what I will tell you. If push comes to shove and I am fishing in that area where that pond is, and I have a choice to go and pay $10 there or go to some of my other ponds that are about 15 minutes to 20 minutes away from there that are in either neighborhoods or parks and they're free, I will pick the free fishing. I have caught more fish, better fish at some of the free places that I go and fish at. Just, it is what it is. You guys watch my videos, you see where I fish. This is the only place so far I've posted on my channel that I have paid to go fishing. Everything else you have seen on this channel has all been places that I can just pull up and fish for free. So that's basically what I'm going to boil it down to. Is it a place that is fun to go fish at? Absolutely. To go fish with goats and horses and stuff around you, and also to not have a lot of pressure, because it turns out a lot of bass fishermen are super cheap and they won't pay to do stuff like going to fish, and they won't pay to go and do a tournament. It just is what it is. Let's just call it what it is. And that's that. So with that, there's no pressure. That's the amazing part. You can go pay $10 and just have a nice quiet day of fishing and maybe only catch 1 or 2, but hey, catching something's better than nothing. But I did get skunked in March, but I am gonna stick to that and say March can be a tough time. April, that was a pretty good little trip. That was definitely worth the $10. I think I caught 4 on that day, and I got a big one. I locked into a big one, but I didn't get it. It got away. So again, that was a nice monster fish. It was a great one, and now it's a great fish story for me to tell people about how I missed a sea monster out of there. And then that last one, very inconclusive. Got in there, and it didn't take long to catch a fish on the buzzbait, and then got nothing else in the buzzbait. And then a little while longer, switched to a lipless, got another one, and then just a whole lot of nothing. Very, very inconclusive, but it was definitely a fun video to make. And I'll tell you what I am going to do for y'all. I am gonna go back, I'm gonna film there, I'm gonna fish it again periodically, and I'm just gonna randomly post the videos and just do a follow-up and tell you guys, hey, we're back to the pay place. I'm not gonna give you their name or the location, just because I did say some negative things, and I just don't want to be like I'm trashing these people on the internet. And I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that have gone and fished this place and love it, and they would swear that it's like one of the best places to fish, which just may prove the thing that I keep saying, that I suck at fishing. So hey, it is what it is. But is it worth paying over places that are free? No. Is it worth paying every once in a while just to go there and experience a day of fishing where you don't have to worry about bumping into other people or have a Karen that comes out of her house and yells at you? Yeah, it's definitely worth it for that. So there is times when this is a place I will come back. I will pay to fish here, film videos. I enjoyed it, but not often. Just not often. That's the way I'm going to end this video, and we will be back here again. Trust me, you will see it again. But with that being said, thank you for coming by, visiting the channel, and supporting me. Those of you that have not subscribed, but you've watched more than one of my videos, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? If you feel that I have earned it, and it's entertained you, and you've learned something, or at least got a chance to laugh at me being dumb out there trying to act like I know what I'm doing, go ahead and subscribe. It is a blessing to me when you subscribe and you like my video. God bless you from East Texas. We'll see you next time on the bank.
Fish on, fish on.
Vassal of wood.
Oh my gosh.
Vassal of rock.
Nice. Whoa, give me that rebound. Holy cow, you guys.
Fishing. Keep fishing. Keep fishing.
Fishing. Fishing.